What's up, bro?
Ah, oh, AMS, I don't believe it. What's up?
What's up, brother?
Yeah, what's up? Well, first of all, do you hear me? My mic is on
Yep.
point?
Yep.
Okay, cool. First of all, I just wanted to thank you so much. I still remember your face showing on my YouTube feed 2 years and a half ago.
Mm-hmm.
I was in the basement, living some kind of similar life, and your story just touches me like you don't believe it.
Right.
Anyway, so I was wondering, are you gonna someday talk about your life, what you was doing, like when you was doing the comedy show?
Mm-hmm.
What were you talking about, and
Mm-hmm.
why did you abandon this life?
I think most guys. I know you probably like, man, I ain't watching all them goddamn videos, but I think most guys who've been following me from the beginning, they pretty much over all those videos. I kind of explained. I even got one video. If you ever seen it, the name of it is shit. The consequence. I can't think of it. But I got one video where I was detailing all that shit. But anyway, with the comedy shit back in the day, I know I done said this in a couple of videos, but back in the day, I wasn't willing to pay dues with anything. And so I would start something and I'll be gung-ho for it for about a month. And then after I ain't became a superstar in a month, I would quit. Right. So I would start so many things, and that's the thing where I try to teach guys. I done started so many things back in the past. I actually went to college and everything. Stayed about a semester out. Went to Job Corps, stayed about a month out. That was my life story with everything in my life, where I would just start something. A month later, I would be so full of all this passion when I start. A month later, after I ain't became rich doing it, I'm like, okay, fuck this shit. And so the importance is, I probably could have made it big in the comedy shit, but the thing was, I wasn't willing to pay the dues. And I quickly realized when I was doing the comedy shit, I was like, man, you mean to tell me I might actually be in front of 10, 50? Because that's how you start out with the comedy, right? You're in front of 10 people in a fucking barbershop on stage doing stand-up, and there's 10 people there, right? And you don't get paid. And you don't get paid. And so I'm like, man. And then the guy who I was working for, he would want me to travel 2 hours, because it'd be in a small town, right? So he would want me to travel 2 hours on my dime, on my gas, not get paid, to come do comedy for free. And then I got to drive back home 2 hours on my gas, not got paid. And that's the thing with comedians. They have to do all that shit. They have to pay those dues like that, right? And I was just like, man, I did that shit for about maybe 2 months. I was like, the hell with this shit. And then he would want me. I done did the construction all week, right? Done bust my ass on the construction, right? Then on Friday, that's when the comedy shows would be going on. Then he want me to travel 2 hours on Friday after I done bust my ass all week. So I got to go spend my Friday night traveling to fucking 2 hours away to do a comedy show and not get paid after I just done bust my ass doing the construction all week. Oh, man, damn this shit.
Did your comedy already was talking about women, or what the fuck were you talking about when you was doing the comedy stuff?
I had this little skit, because you do the same skit, right? So you when you start a comedy show, it's not like you have to come up with a different skit every time. You come out with like a 10-15 minute skit, and you perform that same skit at different spots. So I had this little joke about the grandmother reneging at playing cards. I was talking about some shit about I can't quite remember, so damn long, I'm about 15, but I think I had some shit about, I can't remember exactly what the joke was, but it was something about eating pussy, some bullshit. I can't remember all the joke, but I remember I was on my legs, on my knees, crawling. It was a good little skit. I ain't gonna even lie to you. It was a good little skit. So it was really funny, but I can't remember all of that. I had a pretty good skit though. I remember that.
And do you plan to write some kind of book or some kind of story when you teach, when you tell all your story, like I grew up there, this, that's happened to me, that's where it led to the dating scene, stuff like that, something that we can relate? Are you planning to do this kind of stuff?
I don't know. We'll see. If I become famous enough, of course people gonna want to know that. I don't think nobody really care about that. But let's just hypothetically say I blow up like blow up like Steve Harvey, and I think a million people will want to know what I was doing in my teenage years and 20s or something, then hell yeah. If I think if the demand is there, you know, hell yeah, why not?
I'm still waiting for that basketball stories.
Yeah, bro. If the man is there, I might think about it.
Okay, I have a question about dating.
Go ahead.
Okay, you know, I have rotation, and I have some men which I'm not saying that they worship the ground out of me, but you know, we had some kind of discussion. I say, yeah, you know, I'm dating and blah blah. I'm from Europe. I'm from France. I think you can hear it. So blah blah blah, and some kind of way they are testing me about rotation. You know, I say, okay, I'm dating, do what the fuck you want, okay? But I don't want to hear, just respect me, respect like the moment we're living together and stuff. And by the fact that they know that I'm seeing some other women, they are doing some testy shit, you know, like, maybe, you know, some other man is watching me or whatever, but they are probably doing nothing, or okay, because I think they are really attached to me. How do you react when some kind of women continue to get on the nerves? You know, I left, I say, okay, get the fuck out of here, or I'm out, blah, blah, blah. I punish them. I do all the sweet taste of everything and stuff. And so in some way, they are continuing to do this kind of stuff. How do you react when they're getting tasty, not tasty, testy? And what would you do?
Well, I'm gonna be honest with y'all guys and tell y'all the truth about this right here, this testing and stuff like this. The more high value you become, the less you see of that. That's what I've seen. The more, I repeat that, the more high value you become, the more women are willing to tolerate your bullshit, so to speak, right? So basically, you got women in your rotation who are basically complaining about the other women you're dating or something like that, something like that, right?
Consciously.
Yes. And so it depends on what kind of testing you're talking about, because you got the disrespectful testing where she's testing and she's being disrespectful, and you got the type where she's testing and she's like telling you about other guys, you know, talking to her and stuff like that. She's trying to show you her options and stuff like that right there, right? And so the thing is, I don't tolerate the disrespect testing, right?
Yeah.
If you say guys are talking to you or stuff like that, I just act like I don't even hear you. What I care. That don't bother me none. I'm not finna wife you up or nothing like that. Put a ring on your finger because you have other guys who want you. They can have your ass. So that's white noise for me, right? I would pay that no attention. And with the disrespectful testing, now I'm finna pull back a little bit. If you've been, like if you're, when I say disrespectful testing, I'm talking about like, say I said be over my house at 9 and you showed up at 9:30. See, now I'm finna pull back a little bit. That's disrespectful. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's disrespectful to me. It's disrespecting my time.
This never happens. It's more like some kind of subconscious sentences, you know, to test my confidence, to test if if they are worshiping the ground out of me, they are still testing a little bit to test my confidence.
They not believing you when what you saying. They don't believe you really that tough guy that you claim to be. They not buying that abundance like you claim to be. So I noticed that with women, when they believe you are who you think who you say you are, that testing don't seem to be there. But when they think that there's a weakness in your armor, they have a tendency to test like that. And it's something that they see that you're. And I'm gonna tell you what I've learned in my 41 years of being on this earth dating women and stuff like that right there. At some point, you have to show them. You can do all the talking you want, bro, but at some point you really need to show them that you really about that abundance mindset like you claim to be. And so if this is me, it don't sound like they fear losing you. You get what I'm saying? A woman has to fear losing you. And if she doesn't, she always gonna be like that. She has to fear losing you. So what I would ask you is, what can you do to put that fear in her to where she fears losing you, where it's always going to be pulling back? That's all you got to do with a woman, and they get the message without you saying nothing. You don't text her tonight, hey, I'm about to pull back. You show her with your action.
Yes, I did. You know, some women I've seen here for years. I pull back 2 weeks, 3 weeks, 1 month. They get back. I punish them. Okay, the relation goes over and over, and maybe 4, 5 months later, some kind of test again. You know, and I pull back again.
There you go. But the issue I'm having with you is, why do they keep going through these tests? You keep showing weakness somewhere, brother. It's something you're doing that you keep showing these weaknesses that start detesting back up again. And maybe you're getting too comfortable. Maybe you're losing your masculine frame. But there's definitely something going on. I'm not there, so I don't know what you're doing. Maybe you're calling too much or something. Maybe you're responding too fast to their text. It's something you're doing that is.
I know it's my purpose. My purpose takes time. My purpose takes time. I'm a Uber driver, Uber delivery guy, and I'm a musician. So my purpose takes time. I'm kind of, I need it not to be perfect, but I know what needs to be done. It takes time. It takes years. I did some kind of big studio session that I wasn't satisfied, so my music is not published again. I'm still a Uber bicycle driver. I have the potential to be the musician I claim to be, and I am, but it takes time. And I think women, you know, some kind of age, they want something here.
No. I mean, I don't know if you're not giving them no time, but I don't give my women that much time, and they're fine. What I think's going on is you're not pulling back like strong enough. I think I think it's something like that where I typically, if a woman has pissed me off like that and I pull back, she damn near got to beg me back. And maybe you're just because if once I feel I can't tolerate disrespect, bro. It pisses me off. I can't tolerate it. And so I'll pull back if a woman is pissing me off like that with disrespect and it's being repeated. I would pull back until she damn near come back and beg me back. So that's what you got to do, and you keep it there.
Yeah. Okay. And do you get? I mean, after this, I want to let some time to the other boys, but the infamous Sunday chick. Did you lose her because she was expecting something from you that you couldn't give her, or some kind of hypergamy shit, this kind of stuff?
Why did I lose her?
Yeah.
Well, basically, just got too comfortable, lost the sexual attention in the relationship and stuff like that, and so that's pretty much what it was. And I probably still could have if I wanted to at the beginning, but when I pulled back initially, when she had pissed me off, I wouldn't even respond to her text messages and her phone calls. And what ends up, so what happened was I stopped talking to her because she had pissed me off, right? And so when she was text messaging me and calling me, initially I would not respond. And what happened was, by the time I did respond a couple of months down the road, that allowed her feelings to drop a little bit, and she had the power to walk away.
Oh yeah. All right.
So you gotta. So like when I tell you to pull back like that, you gotta be full aware that you gotta say to yourself that she could walk away. Now she was texting and calling me, but she had pissed me off so bad that I ain't even want to respond to her text messages or her calls initially. Then after
for how long?
For about the first two or 3 months, I didn't respond to her text messages or phone calls. I pretty much was done with her. Right, I was pretty much done with her. And then she texted me or called me about 3-4 months later, and then I responded. But at that point, with that much, the attachment had been lost, right? Because she hadn't talked to me in all that long time, and that's the thing. So if you go long periods of time like that, you run the risk of the attachment being lost, right? See what I'm saying?
It's a big.
Not all the time. Sometimes attachments can last. The woman can be attached to your ass 10 years after y'all broke up, and maybe she still cared about me But that little 3 months, whatever, where we hadn't talked, allow her the power to walk away because we had done lost that connection. And so that's key. And that's what happened with guys sometimes when you break up with a girl and a couple of months go by and you be like, this is a girl that was blowing me up, 2 months ago. And now she's not, because that attachment has been lost. And now she actually got the strength to walk away. Had I responded to her phone calls and her text messages when I initially had pulled away from her, then that would have been different. But I allowed too much time to pass. And by that time, she had the power. Yeah. She had the power to walk away, and her feelings had dropped just enough. I'm quite sure she still cares something about me, right? It ain't like you just stopped caring about somebody in 3 months, but it had dropped just enough to where she could afford to lose me, if that makes sense.
Yeah. How many pullback did you have with her?
How many
pullbacks did you have with her?
Not many. Probably in the 2 years we talked, probably maybe I had maybe 2 or 3. Not many at all.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. All right, Amos. Thank you very, very, very much.
No problem, bro. Be good, man.
Thanks, bro.
All right.
Thanks.